the inaugural launch of the International Diplomatic Club Amicability meeting, India chapter took place at Leela Palace in New Delhi on October 9th. India is critical to expanding bilateral cooperation between countries because of its growing status as a rising force in diplomacy and international affairs. This conference aims to nurture mutual understanding and collaboration between diplomats from numerous countries. We believe that this meeting will benefit both our participants and Indian diplomacy. A number of notable guests spoke about the value of diplomacy and how it might help to foster global understanding. Mr. Sandeep Marwah, founder president of the Asian Academy of Film and Television and Noida Film City, were awarded the Golden Star Award by the World Peacemaking Alliance.
Good evening, everyone. What a pleasure to be here this evening with all of you for this beautiful occasion. Let me start with two Sanskrit lines. Ke Om Gajananam Bhut Ganadi Sevitam Kapit Jambo Phalchar Bhakshanam Uma Sutam Shok Vinashah Karyakram Namami Vidneshwaram Padapankajam. Hey Lord, I am showering flowers on your feet and asking to bless me. We are starting a new job, new work. We are getting into a new line, and with your blessings, we would love to achieve our targets. I hope there will be no hindrance, there will be no obstacles on my way, and with your blessings, we will be able to reach to our destination. With all these words, I extend my heartiest congratulations to each and everyone, especially Dr. Sanjay, Purnima ji, Ashit ji, and all the dignified members present here on the launching of this new chapter in India, the Diplomatic Club. My heartiest congratulations to all of you. I'm recollecting two more very powerful lines. कि सभी दिशाओं से शुभ सुंदर भाव विचार भरे नित अंतर पुण्य धरा बन जाए स्वर्ग ये मेरे यत्नों से करुणा कर. What I'm trying to tell you here, whether it is north, south, east or west, whether you're in India or abroad, whether you're on the top of the hill or you're standing at a seashore, whether you are in a lush green garden and looking at some colorful flowers, or maybe looking at the most beautiful woman on earth, the fact is there are two things which are much more beautiful than what you can see with your naked eyes. And these two things are your thinking and your feelings. And the best part is that both the things are right within you. You don't even need eyes for that. On this very auspicious day, let's pray, hey Lord, give me good thinking, give me good feelings so that I can do good deeds. And through my good karmas, I would love to convert this earth into heaven. This is what I believe. I'm sure you will. Well, my dear friends, today is a beautiful day because it's a World Post Day. And I imagine what we were a few years back and what we are. When you had to write a letter to your friend abroad, it used to take 15-20 days for an international mail to reach to the destination. And today, with just one WhatsApp call, or a message rather, we all are here from different parts of the country and of course abroad. And this is the power of the postage, the digitization and the internet. Yes, internet has brought the whole world together, and we have become now one global village. Now there is no need for any other certification for these words. I'm very happy. As I said earlier, my introduction to Dr. Sanjay is only through digital initially. We were chatting on WhatsApp for a long time, but only day before yesterday, that was our first meeting, and I think it was a fantastic. We developed a beautiful synergy between two of us, and we decided that we can work together because the purpose of both of us is nothing but the same. It's been 44 years I'm in creative arts, and people who are part and parcel of creative arts, I don't have to give you my explanation now. That means we are always there to build up the relation, we're there to unite the people. 30 years back, I created an organization called Asian Unity Alliance. That time probably my vision was only to cover Asia, 54 countries of the Asia, and I started naming all my organizations after the name of Asia. I started with Asian Academy of Film and Television, Asian School of Media Studies, Asian Law College, Asian Business College, Asian Academy of Arts, and whatnot. Probably 15 organizations which I created. And suddenly I realized that my reach is actually much more. Because in these Asian education centers, I had people from all over the world. And that day decided that we should start anything and everything with international. And we started creating International Film and Television Club, International Film and Television Research Center, International Women's Film Forum, International Children's Film Forum, International Chamber of Media and Entertainment Industry. And there are probably another few organizations which are we are trying to cover the whole 196 countries of the world. Many years back, I go back, let's say 30 years, when I got into a formal education setup, and that was the time I realized that it is very important to unite the world. And we simultaneously also created an organization called World Peace Development and Research Foundation. That was a formal expression, my formal expression much later. But my internal expression was that we can only bring all the people of all the countries together through art and culture. This was my original idea. I'm very happy this idea was picked up by late Swaraj Ji, the earlier Minister for External Affairs, and we were given enough importance on this subject. We tried our level best. We started creating large number of organizations. I still remember 17 years back I created a first forum which is called Indo-Nigerian Film and Culture Forum, when the Nigerian delegation was in India and they went to Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to do something with India, and our Indian counterparts were not absolutely prepared for anything. They say we don't know anything, but you can definitely go to Noida Film City. There's a person, probably he can guide you better. Then they went to Ministry of External Affairs. They were guided by the same kind of officers back to Noida Film City to go and do your business with Marwah Studios. And when this delegation came, I chatted with them for 2 hours, and I came to the conclusion that probably this may not be the job of a government, but it's a job of the people of the country to bring people of two countries together through films, television and media. And we created first very powerful organization called Indo-Nigerian Film Association. I was quite restricted that time to films. No looking back. I'm just giving you this small case study, and I have probably 67 case studies like this. I have no time to discuss these things. I don't want to take your precious time, but one case study will give you enough intimation, indication and explanation of what I'm trying to get into. And then slowly and gradually we expanded. I had 150 students from Nigeria in all these years who wanted to learn films, television, media, art and culture. I was invited to Nigeria 2 times as a state guest. I represented Government of India one time I represented the film and television and media and entertainment industry. And now I'm very happy that Nigeria, I've been given a status as a father of new Nigerian cinema. Which was I think nothing can be better than this. I'm second in the row when Nigerian president is the chief of the complete art and culture film organization, which is called Film Actors Guild in Nigeria, and I have been nominated there as a patron, international patron there. And we have brought through that Nigeria, I got into Africa, which is a different chapter, but then they are part of the world. And then slowly and gradually we started touching Egypt, and then Tunisia, and then Morocco, and then Senegal, and Ghana, and then South Sudan, Gabon, Gambia, Lesotho, and now maybe 17, 18 countries of Africa. The government of 18 countries of Africa who all have nominated us as their representative in India, and I'm chairing their forum as this is an official forum created by the government of those countries and ourselves. Likewise, I'm happy that we so far been able to create 67 forums with 67 governments of the world, and I'm chairing those forums. I'm doing a lot, I will tell you, with all these countries, and with no return to look at. It's not that it's a economical exercise, it's a business exercise. No, it's absolutely a social exercise. It's a spiritual exercise, I can say that. And we're trying to do what Dr. Sajay has just spoken before me, that yes, we're trying to bring people together, we're trying to create best of the feelings possible into the heads and hearts of people, because I have believed one thing, that if there is any common language on this earth, it is not English, by the way, it is the language of emotions. If you can win the heart of the people, trust me, there'll be no wars. And we believed in all these things when we created this peace organization, or rather I can say, when we created International Chamber of Media and Entertainment Industry. This was way back in 2014, and this organization was created to support the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, to have best of the relation possible with each and every country of the world. I feel I'm quite happy because in all these 8 years we have touched 67 countries, direct control, direct setup, direct interference through embassies and diplomats, ambassadors, consulate generals, and so on. And the first thing this organization ICMEI contributed was one of the major subject, which is because I'm a patron to an organization called Clean India from last 17 years. In 2014, we were almost 1.2 million people, and Prime Minister invited from public new ideas. There are about 4,500 new ideas entered into the PMO, and we sent across the oldest idea of Clean India. 11 ideas were shortlisted, and 11 people were asked to come for a brainstorming session. And the one idea which Prime Minister opted to start with as his national campaign in 2014, he came with a broom himself on 2nd of October on the roads and declared Clean India, Swachh Bharat as his first national campaign. Suddenly our organization came into limelight in a big way. Second bigger contribution, and now all these things are, because if you're talking about peace, there has to be a cleanness. And cleanliness right outside and inside. That's what we mean. That's why this organization, this whole purpose we've been shouting at. And second major thing, what we decided that they should, we have a very small contribution in yoga. We are one of the 7 people who were involved in writing the charter, and which we submitted to our Honorable Prime Minister, that 21st June should be the International Day or World Day of Yoga, because we've been training. So far we have trained around 20,000 people in yoga from almost 150 countries of the world. And this conference was going on in Italy, Milan, when people were talking about yoga, and we decided, we've been celebrating 21st June for almost now 29 years, for your information. And we knew it that this is the right date to propose and to support. So we supported this whole concept, submitted the whole program to PMO, and Prime Minister took no time. He carried the file himself, and he got this whole thing approved from UNO, United Nations, and got it declared 21st June as a World Yoga Day. Now likewise, there are many other strong, slow, hard, fast. We declared 2nd April as Asian Unity Day, and which has started picking up now slowly and gradually very well. So we declared 12th February as International Day of Journalism, which has picked up very well, and we are supporting this whole campaign in a very, very big way. I'm happy that I have been also nominated as the President for International Journalism Center, and there are about 40,000 media persons who are part and parcel of this organization, who are supporting this cause of declaring now. This is one. There are many causes in this. I'm not discussing that organization here. But yes, I'm coming to the conclusion that media plays a very important role anywhere and everywhere. And we are here because the cause is very good. Cause is the same, what we've been thinking for so many years. And any organization, not only this, any organization which is thinking of Vasudev Kutumbakam as a theme, we are part and parcel. We are without any efforts, we are part and parcel of that organization. And whatever in my little capacity, whatever my little contribution which I am in a position to contribute to this beautiful organization, I'm all the time there. Thank you, Purnima ji, for bringing me here into this organization. and I will see to it, or rather I will leave no stone unturned to see to it that this organization should also do well in India at least. That's very No work is easy, no job is easy, I feel, but I also feel that no job is difficult too. And it's very easy to reach to the top, but it's very difficult to sustain at the top. I'm recollecting two more lines. कि विभासित कर गगन भूतल, तिमिर को ज्योति देता चल, निराशा के अंधेरे को मिटा दे ले प्रपंचन बल, कहीं पूनम अमावस्या, कहीं उलझन, कहीं फिसलन, कहीं कांटे, कहीं पहरा कटिल बंधन। यहाँ प्रतिकूल है सब कुछ, कहीं मरुस्थल, कहीं बादल, मगर तू मुस्कुराता चल, दिशाएं हो उठे उज्ज्वल, मगर तू मुस्कुराता चल, दिशाएं हो उठे उज्ज्वल। I extend my heartiest congratulations to all the members. This is the first official meeting, and I think you all will be, I'm sure, rewarded in shortest period of time, because the organization has taken a beautiful takeoff today from this place. And I also thankful to Dr. Sajay for quoting this day as the celebration of 75th year of our independence. We cannot ignore it. We all have seen the tough times of this country. We all have gone through the tough times, and this is a time now we are celebrating India in a big way. 4 days back, I was in UK for almost 20 days. I swear on my God, I was tired of shaking my hand. मेरा ये हाथ जो है दर्द करने लगा, because the minute I say Marwah, people used to think Modi. They started relating M to N, but then it was not Sandeep, Marwah who were they shaking hand with. They were actually shaking hand with India.
Yeah.
I attended 3 conferences during that time, and I met almost 150 people from almost 60 countries of the world. And I swear on God, what a change in the whole world. People have so much to talk about India. People have so much to praise about India. And people, the way they started loving India, I trust me, I have no hesitation in saying that very soon India is going to be a real world power and a great world leader. And the credit goes to our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, who has created such a beautiful and a real perception of India to the world in a shortest period of time. With all these words, I can only say that कि जिस ओर चले हम मस्ती में, झुक जाए उधर अंबर भूतल, आजाद वतन के बाशिंदे, हर गीत हमारा है बादल, विविध प्रांत है अपनी अपनी भाषा के अभिमानी हम, लेकिन सबसे पहले दुनिया वालों हिंदुस्तानी हम। Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.